Hello and welcome back to Let's Learn English. I'm your host, Jessica.
And I'm Daniel. It is so great to be with you all again.
It really is. So, Daniel, how are you feeling today?
Feeling, I see what you did there. I'm feeling great, excited actually, because today we're diving into a really useful topic.
Exactly. We're talking all about feelings and emotions. You know, the words we use to describe what's going on inside of us.
Right, it's so important for like everyday conversation. You can't really connect with people if you can't talk about this stuff.
Totally. Let's start with the basics, the big ones. Happy, sad, angry.
Scared, the four food groups of feelings.
The four food groups. I like that. Okay, so you said you're feeling great today. Great is a fantastic word. What are some other ways our listeners can say they're happy?
Oh, good question. You could say I'm joyful, or if you're like really happy, you could say I'm ecstatic.
Ecstatic. Yeah, that's a powerful one. It's like you won the lottery or your favorite team won a championship or something.
Exactly. Or maybe just found a really good parking spot in the city. For me, that's pure ecstasy.
I also like the word delighted. It sounds a little more gentle, you know? I was delighted to receive your invitation.
Right. That makes sense. It's a bit more formal, maybe?
A little bit, yeah. So, what about the opposite? What if you're not feeling so great?
Well, the most common word is obviously sad, but that can feel a bit simple sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You could say I'm feeling down, or a really common idiom is I'm feeling a bit blue.
Feeling blue. I love that one. It's so visual. You can almost see the color.
It is. And if it's really bad, you might say you're miserable.
Miserable. Ooh, yeah, that's a heavy word. Hopefully, none of our listeners are feeling miserable today, but it's a good word to know.
For sure. And then, what's next? Oh, angry.
Ah, yes, the spicy emotion.
You could say someone is furious if they're very angry or livid.
Livid. Yeah, like my boss was livid when I forgot about the big meeting.
Uh-oh, is that a true story, Jessica? Are you trying to tell us something?
Let's move on to more complex emotions.
Okay.
Okay, so beyond the basics, there are so many nuanced emotions.
Nuanced. Good word. What do you mean by that?
Well, like think about the feeling you get before a big exam or a job interview. What would you call that feeling?
Oh, nervous, anxious, stressed, maybe all of three.
Exactly. They're similar, but a little different. I feel like nervous is often about a specific event, you know? I'm nervous about my speech.
Right, and anxious can be more general, like a feeling of worry that doesn't have one clear cause. It just sort of hangs around.
That's a great way to put it. It's a more persistent feeling.
Yeah, totally. Okay, what about positive ones? Like after you finish a really difficult project and you look at it and feel good about what you did.
You might feel proud.
Proud, yes, or satisfied.
Ooh, I like satisfied. Or even content. Content is a lovely feeling. It's like a calm, quiet happiness.
It is. It's not ecstatic, but it's peaceful, like sitting with a good book and a cup of tea. That's contentment.
And this brings us back to idioms. We mentioned feeling blue. There are so many more for all these feelings.
Oh, for sure. Like if you're super happy, you can say you're on cloud nine.
Yes, I was on cloud nine after I got the promotion.
Or over the moon.
Over the moon, another classic. They're both about being like way up high, floating with happiness.
Yeah. What about for anger? There must be some good ones.
Oh, seeing red.
Seeing red. Perfect. When he insulted my work, I was just seeing red. It really paints a picture, doesn't it?
It does. And for being scared, you could be shaking like a leaf.
Right. Or your heart was in your mouth. I've definitely felt that before. These are so much more descriptive than just saying, I was scared.
Totally. It makes your English sound much more
Natural.
natural, exactly, and more fluent.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about all these words, but how do we, use them in a conversation? How do we ask someone about their feelings without being awkward?
The eternal question. Well, the simplest is just, how are you? Or how are you feeling?
Right, but sometimes you can tell something is wrong just by looking at someone. You might say, "You seem a bit down today. Is everything okay?"
Yeah, that's a really kind way to ask. Or more directly, what's the matter? Or what's wrong?
Hmm. It shows you care, and it opens a door for them to share if they want to.
And I think it's important to remember, it's okay to not be okay. All these feelings, the good and the bad, they're all just part of the human experience. It's normal.
Absolutely. Having the words to describe them is just the first step. It helps us understand ourselves and, most importantly, connect with other people.
Well said.
Well, I am feeling delighted with how much we've covered today.
Me too. Feeling pretty content. So, to recap for everyone, we went over basic emotions like happy and sad, but also looked at more powerful words like ecstatic and miserable.
And we talked about some more complex feelings like anxious and proud, and a bunch of super useful idioms like on cloud nine and seeing red.
We hope you all are feeling a little more confident using these words now. Thank you so much for tuning in to Let's Learn English.
That is all the time we have for today. Please join us next week.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and leave us a review. It really, really helps new listeners find the show.
It does. Until next time, take care and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.